do you say? Duck meat? Chicken? Fish? No, no, no. Goat. Alright, this is today I want to show you, welcome back Jim Boy's Kitchen, of course. I want to show you an easy way how to make a delicious Multaani soup. Let's say Multaani soup, alright? Or a pot of Multaani, or hey, tamarind soup. In the Caribbean, many call it Multaani. Multaani is a Hindi word created from East Asia, alright? That's a Multaani word distributed in the Caribbean and is recognized as Multaani from the West Indian community. In the entire Caribbean, they call it tamarind soup or sour soup. In America, hey, you taste this bad boy when I'm done with it. Oh man, you're going to say, what you going to call it? Nice soup? Yummy soup? Alright, welcome back to Jim Boy's Kitchen. Once again, I want to show you how to make a delicious pot of Multaani, alright? Or tamarind soup, yeah. Multaani made with tamarind, goat soup, alright? We're going to make goat Multaani. Very deliciously done, and I'm going to show you, oh man, the texture and the taste of this wonderful preparation. Welcome back, everybody. How you feeling? Jim Boy's Kitchen people. Oh yeah. Welcome back. And remember, once again, if you love what you see, I want you to press the subscription button, ring the notification bell, and share like you're crazy. For example, I'm going to make this wonderful Multaani like I'm crazy just for you. Let's go. Let's get to it. Alright, a very simple dish. The preparation is no measuring. Alright, just guesstimation. You throw whatever you like in this Multaani soup. As you know, soup is made by anything that is in your taste, right? Oh yeah. Alright, if you look around this bowl, you see what I'm talking about. You don't have to be a superstar or a scientist to make a Multaani. Alright, this is good for backyard cooking too, you know. And you could share it in cup. You know, usually people eat in cup and all of that, or a bowl, you know, like that. All right, let's start with the preparation. Got the nice washed up goat here, goat meat with Multaani is made. You could make it to taste wonderful. The texture with bones also. And you bite a little bone here and there, suck a piece of bone in that soup or in that Multaani. Oh man, yeah. Okay. And now, before we continue, for those that knows about Multaani, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, you fella, you, yeah. All right, I'm going to start a preparation very simple by seasoning up this bad boy. All right, let's start nice and easy, simple, all right? Half a tablespoon of garlic powder, half a tablespoon of seasoned salt. This is just to keep texture and taste into this wonderful meat. Half a tablespoon of ground black pepper. Half a tablespoon of paprika to give a little color texture. Half a tablespoon of hot chili powder. Remember, folks, you could always eliminate many of the ingredients, or don't worry if you don't have all this ingredient available, all right? It will still taste wonderful. But the more things you add into your texture and the taste, this Multaani will be rich and very delicious. 2 bad boy bay leaves. All right, just put a little bit of oil, half a tablespoon, to make a little paste, so the seasons stick on this wonderful meat. Wash your hand clean. My little pretty finger is going to go into this bad boy. Oh man, you had smell-o-vision without cooking already. Oh, ha ha ha. Feels good already, yeah. Smells good already. A hunter may try to sneak a peek, huh? Or sneak a piece. Look at this. Wonderful. I'm going to cover this bad boy and let it marinate for about 5 minutes. Show you the next step. Multaani, Multaani. Oh, how many of you love Multaani? All right. I'm gonna make it or prepare. What do you think we should say? Prepare? Alright, the preparation. Show you the preparation of this wonderful, as we are into it right now. Got some tomato sauce stored up in that dish. I got me some nice okra. Love to have a slimy, delicious multani, you know. Got me a whole onion. I'm gonna drop a whole onion inside. Couple cloves of the garlic. Some poi bhaji, you could use bok choy, anything you want to add inside, with a little nice wrong tomato here. And hey, let's do it right now. And of course, this bad boy tamarind, sour tamarind, all right? You don't want to use no sweet tamarind. You want to have a sour texture into this wonderful multani. That's what make multani. And now I'm going to cut these bad boy up. You don't have to be a superstar or a scientist to cut. You don't have to cut evenly. You don't have to measure. You drop everything in that bad boy pot. Ha ha ha. Looking good already, huh? Cut up all these vegetables. Want to show you. Wipe off the okra. Don't want to chip the okra up. Just want to cut the ends, and leave it just a whole. Yeah, okra will melt into the bad boy. Put everything together. Make it multani at this point, all right? I'm going to finish cut the okra and show you the next step. Or okra. All right. Got the okra all cut up here. Left a few ends, which is pretty good, but want to cut the head off. Now, I must tell you, how many of you, I ask you, how many of you love slimy multani? Oh man, me, I love slimy multani. See how wonderful and delicious and healthy this wonderful dish is going to be, all right? Go to the next step. Ta-da! Look at this. Looks like jamun wine, right? Look like Sidiam or something. For those from the Caribbean, what do you call this? What it looks like? Well, I must tell you what's in here. This is some red beans, some pig beans, some black-eyed peas with some yellow peas. And I've been soaking this for a while. I left it around 5 hours soaked, and now it's wonderful, all right? So this is what's going to make up that wonderful multani. That's why I mentioned to each and every one of you, this is a very healthy dish, all right? With some nice bad boy goat, Also, you could add lamb, you could add whatever your favorite meat is, all right? Now look at this. I got the soaked beans here. So now what I'll do is drain it off and show you the next step. Ta-da! What do you see? A big, large pot. A pot of multani coming up. Got some heat going on. Now the next step, I'm going to add a little bit of oil. I want to show you step by step here how to make a simple and delicious multani. Got me some oil. What do you want to say, pot K? I'll put like a tablespoon, 4 tablespoons of oil inside this wonderful pot. Look at it building heat already. Want to lower the heat down. And now, want to add in this wonderful goat. Look at that. With this wonderful marinated goat. Oh man, look at that. Can you see it? Let me give you a glimpse here. A delicious goat multani coming up, folks. Now, want to turn the bad boy. Remember, a pot of goat multani. Making it in a pot. No joke. Jimbo's Kitchen ain't no joke. Making it for you this way, alright? Want you to follow my recipe here. Follow my way of making this wonderful, delicious goat multani, and you shall love it. Yeah. Want to make it before a tsunami or a hurricane, you know. Yeah. Or that incident with that Hawaii thing. Oh my gosh. So let's eat some goat multani. Make it my way. Follow my recipe once again. You'll love it. Show you the next step. We use the word pat K. Pat K. Okay, I'll put me a tablespoon and a half of tomato sauce. Alright. I'm going to turn this bad boy up. Oh man, you have smell-o-vision. Believe me, a hunter will try to eat this right now. If I am hungry, I will eat this right now. Look at it. I want to bring it out of the pot for you. Look at that. Oh man. I'm going to cover the bad boy and let it kind of stir fry a little bit. Actually, we got an option to cover it, steam it down a little. I want to steam it down a little bit to inherit and bring out all the flavor from the tomato sauce. Alright? Alright, I'm going to cover the bad boy, leave it for 5 minutes, and I'll show you the next step. After 5 minutes, I'm opening the bad boy. Oh man, you had smell of Virginia, you smell the bad boy now. I'm going to dump all these beans inside now. Got the chickpeas, well, not chickpeas, maybe later on I add some chickpeas, but for now I got me all those wonderful soaked pink beans, red beans, yellow beans, yellow peas, which is dal, and of course dal give a wonderful flavor. Look at this multani. Alright, want to turn the bad boy up with the meat. Oh man, this is what you're going to call a delicious multani. I'm going to put in as much as I can here. I want to show you. Very healthy dish, folks, because of all these wonderful beans and the vegetables that will be inside. Oh man, to kick it up a notch. Look at this. Look at this, folks. Want to put this bad boy in here, turn it up. Turn it up. In the meantime, this is going to start building flavor, alright? All the beans with the season. Oh man, the ingredients. Oh man, I want to show you a delicious multani right here. Finger licking good. Want to pour the bad boy inside. Perfect. Now, want to turn the bad boy up. Look at this. Delicious multani coming up. Oh man. And we got the bay leaf inside to give that wonderful texture and flavor also, alright? Now I'm going to cover the bad boy for another 5 minutes and show you the next step. Ta-da! Alright, on the other hand there, I got some kettle whistling. You heard the kettle singing to you? Zzz. Open the bad boy pot here after 5 minutes. You're going to give it a second turn, or a third turn, whatever you want to say. Beautiful multani coming up. And I'll show you the key ingredient for multani, alright? Want to pour this bad boy water in here now. And this is where I'm starting the boiling process. Even though the beans have been soaked for hours and hours, they need to be boiled into this wonderful soup, or multani soup, alright? Let's use the word multani soup. Look at it. How many of you know multani already? Look at that. You had smell of Virginia, you smell the bad boy. I'm going to cover this bad boy, so now it's going to boil in, all these beans going to boil up into this wonderful multani, alright? And I'll show you the next step. Alright, my focus is to continue boiling this because I want to make sure the meat is fully boiled. By the time the meat is boiled, completely boiled, tender into tenderness, all the beans going to be tenderized and melted into this wonderful multani soup, alright? Oh yeah, we check it back in about 20 minutes. Still got the beans. You could see the vegetable on the right side there, look. Pa-dam, ta-dam. Alright, after half an hour, I want to check this bad boy. Look at this multani coming up. And you know, when I opened this pot, I remember I would dedicate, I'm delighted to dedicate this dish, alright, this pot of multani to the man, Mr. Devanan Ragnanan. Devo Pasad, or Devo. Every time I hear about Multaani, this man is always around Multaani, a guy that loved Multaani so much. And I'll be honest with you, I was there witnessing the man cooking Multaani, and when I taste that Multaani, it tastes wonderful. So I got to big up the man for being able to make delicious Multaani, Mr. Devanan Ragnanan, or Mr. Devo. But now I would like Mr. Devo to follow my system here, my recipe, my kick it up a notch on this Multaani dish. Alright, and Mr. Devo, of course, I will let you try this Multaani and you will make it my way. You will love it also, alright? Yeah, gotta pick up you, the man, Mr. Devo. Now, at this time, I'm gonna add a little bit more water to get this bad boy boiling. Got all the beans coming up. It's been half an hour into the boiling process. And now, what I'll do, meat is coming to come, all the beans and everything is coming to come. At this point, I will add every ingredient, because all the vegetable, because I want everything to mix, to kind of submerge and come together in this wonderful multani. But now, I want to show you the secret about okra. Okra is very good for your intestine, folks. It's very slimy, especially in this multani. And it's good for the intestine. Okra helps to clean your intestine also. Alright, so for those that don't eat okra, you could eliminate the okra part, but it's very good. Okra, many people eat okra from the Caribbean. Okra, anything, you know, Americans do eat this. Worldwide knows about okra, or okra. Time to add all the vegetable. Got the raw garlic. The reason why I did not put the garlic ahead of time, I want everything to build a boiling flavor into this wonderful, oh man, look at this multani. And I'll show you the key ingredient that create multani by itself, alright? I'll show you. Once again, dedicated to the man, Mr. Dave Annan, yeah. And to all you multani lovers, look at this. Now, at this point, remember, see how big it is here? Don't have to worry. Everything will boil up. You don't, as I told you before, no measuring needed. No, you don't have to be a scientist or a superstar to make a wonderful multani, all right? Everything here is going to incorporate and boil together. At this point, guesstimate, eyeball it. Add a little bit of more water here to keep all the vegetable and the meat continue boiling, all right? Oh, look at this. Smelling like it already. Now, I want to show you the secret. Ta-da! Tamarind, sour tamarind. You know, many of you, when you want tamarind, you're like, oh man, why couldn't I go pick one from the tree? In my mind, I'm like, man, if a tree was there, I would have picked some nice sour tamarind with this shell. But it's okay. I got it in the store. You can find this in any Caribbean stores, or almost any Caribbean store. Package is already very soury. Now I'll show you what I'm going to do with this. Add some water, wash your fingers clean, your pretty little hands, and you're going to mix this bad boy into a liquid tamarind, and then put it into that wonderful pot. This is what I'm talking about. Add some water in there and just kind of mash it into the water. Because, you know, I want it to kind of dissolve automatically into every meat that's in the pot, every vegetable in the pot, every beans. Look at that. Soury tamarind. This is the key ingredient that will turn that pot into a wonderful multani, all right? Multani soup. If you don't add this key ingredient that turns into multani, then it's going to be a regular delicious soup, all right? So anytime you're making soup and you would like to turn it into simple multani, this is the key ingredient. Some sour tamarind and you're good to go. Now I'll put this bad boy inside. Looks like a good much. Yeah. Look at that. Whatever lumpiness in there, perfect. Now automatically this has become multani, all right? So simple. Just like I told you. Walk wrong, whatever you feel like adding inside. Got me a stick of celery, bam. Whatever you mind inside, you know, you have available, you can put inside. Make a wonderful multani soup. Now, gotta turn the bad boy up. Oh man, you had smell-o-vision, you're smelling multani. Look at this, so wonderful. This is gonna all be melted down nicely. You can put it, and you know, you could also eat this in a plate, you could eat this in a bowl, you could eat this in a cup. Yeah, have a piece of the meat inside there with all this wonderful goodness. And you know, I was speaking to a gentleman one time. He said, hey, Jim Boy's Kitchen, one life to live. And I must tell you, you don't have to have a lot of money to eat healthy. This dish cost me less than $10. If I tell you that. The okra was only like $2. And then I had the beans already storage, and each pack was only $1 something. And hey, water is free, I guess. And now I make this wonderful and the goat was only like $20. All right. So I had to get a goat separate. Except I had a farm and kill a goat. All right. And with this, I gotta say, man, I spoke to this wonderful gentleman, and he mentioned to me, we were talking about that. It's so sad, It looks like the world is coming to an end. Don't you think so? Do you think so? Look at what's the secret? What's the phrase everyone uses when they are about to go on a vacation? Hey, what's the common phrase that makes that travel exciting? You say, let's go to Hawaii. Well, unfortunately, for many of you that have noticed or seen the disaster that took place with the wildfire in Hawaii, well, sadly, that so many victims are there. So many people died. Many in the hospital critically. Many lost, can't be found as yet. And what makes it even think about it that what is this what it's leading to the end of life. When I say end of life, it looks like the world is coming to an end, because look at this. Mother Nature, let's use the word Mother Nature. Hurricane in the Caribbean, and this wildfire was supported by hurricane winds. Was it a double whammy? Did the two of them conversate together, and the fire said, okay, as I light myself, as I'm burning, throw wind on my tail so I could blow across Hawaii. So sad. Yeah, so sad. So a very special tribute to all the Hawaiians in and around the nation. I know many Hawaiians are out in other countries, and I'm pretty sure they lost families, and so, well, may the soul rest in peace, and let's hope for the best for the Hawaiians. All right, lucky I'm not in Hawaii at this time. Or lucky I can't afford it to Hawaii. Oh yeah. But I could afford it to make this wonderful Multaani soup. Yeah. And of course dedicated to the man, Mr. Dave, who once again, a very great man, loved to make Multaani, and he loves Multaani. So, Mr. Dave, I think you're going to have a taste of this Multaani, all right? Now, with this tamarind that's inside, it builds a soury flavor or texture. What I'll do now is show you the next step. Add a little bit of salt, a guesstimate. And the salt is going to come in now to give flavor and taste to this Multaani soup. And it also will balance the sourness, the full souriness of the tamarind, of the sour tamarind, all right? Now remember, once again, I'll repeat to each and every one of you, you could add in salt, but it's tough to take out, except one day I'll show you the secret to take out salt, too much salt flavor from a dish. However, want to put salt in gradually, all right? We're going to stir this bad boy up. Make me remember Brother Bob, huh? Stir it up in the pot, boy, stir it up. All right, I'm going to cover this bad boy. I'm going to let this boil through for another hour. And I'll show you what it becomes. It's going to be tenderly done with all the vegetables all soaked in and melted away. Also with the meat all tenderized, all right? I want to show you. Let's visit back in the next hour. Oh yes, total time for this Multaani will take at least 2 hours, all right, because I want to boil everything into this wonderful Multaani texture. All right, everything is boiling away in together, and of course, what do you say? Ram goat liver, good for make manish water. Well, here it is, ram goat meat, good for make Multaani. You know, something always get me. I'm still trying to figure out what is manish water. Did they call Multaani manish water back in the old days? If you know the difference, let me know, all right? Send your comment, let me know what they call manish water. I don't know if they mean bush rum or or Multaani or something, all right? But this is what they call Multaani, folks, coming up nicely. I'm going to give it another hour and we check it back. After 3 hours, a wonderful Multaani, goat Multaani, all right? Or, hey, goat Multaani soup. Whatever you want to say. Let's check it out, folks. 3 hours of boiling, and the meat is all tendered. And, of course, this is the Multaani here. Wonderful Multaani done. Switch off the pot after 3 hours. Beautiful, delicious Multaani. Make it my way. You'll love it. Once again, dedicated to the man, Mr. Devanan, as I'm making this Multaani. A man that loved to make Multaani, a man that loved Multaani, Mr. Devanan Ragnanan, or Devo Prasad. I know you love this. Got to let you taste this Multaani. And of course, with the Jim Boy's Kitchen texture and kick it up a notch, this is where you get a great Multaani also. Alright? So now, I want to show you what it looks like. After 3 hours, folks, here comes a beautiful Multaani. And I show you the next finishing product. And here it is, folks. A wonderful, and what goes well to take this out is a wonderful dabu. Dal dabu you could use, you know. Look at this. Beautiful Multaani, very rich in vitamin C and vitamin D and vitamin A. Oh man, yeah. Wonderful. Want to show you the finishing product. And with this, I gotta say a special tribute to the folks that all the victims and the families of Hawaii once again for that natural disaster, that wildfire that took place in Hawaii, killed so many and brought the city down to nothing almost. Also, hey, what is the world coming to? Canada wildfire covered America. Huh? The smoke, they sent smoke to America and covered it. Wow. Well, tribute to everyone. With this wonderful Multaani, let me show you what it looks like. Make it my way, you'll love it. A man and a bunch of animals was arguing by the zoo. The man tell him, I'm civilized, I'm superior to you. The donkey said, listen man, like something wrong with your brain. Look how Jim Boy's Kitchen make a nice Multaani for you. Alright, look at this, folks. Wonderful Multaani, delicious. It's a soup, it's a soup that you could put a key ingredient that turn it into Multaani with a savory texture. At the same time, due to salt being added into this wonderful soup that became Multaani, the savory texture of that tamarind is only there for flavor, because the salt will continue giving it that wonderful taste of Multaani. Look at this. Got everything, all the ingredients. Got the goat there. Got the okra, the little goat, the beans and everything. Wonderful dish here. Very healthy for each and every one of you. All right, folks. And lots of protein in that Multaani soup. All right. Once again, if you like this dish, remember, folks, don't forget to subscribe and leave that notification bell, ring that comment, all right? And let me hear what you got to say. Wonderful dish. Remember, you like it, once again, subscribe like you're crazy. Jim Boy's Kitchen, you on another mission here until the next scenery or the next dish. Let's see what Jim Boy's Kitchen gonna get to offer you, all right? Look at this beautiful Multaani. I want you to follow my kick it up a notch recipe and enjoy it. All right. Once again, big up the man, Mr. Devo. And of course, when I know about Multaani, when I every time I hear about Multaani, a man that always loved Multaani is Mr. Dave. All right, Mr. Devo, yeah. All right. Everyone loves Multaani, but this gentleman here, in his days, this is what he loved also. I got to big up him for that. Give him big credit on that. And, of course, to each and every one of you, once again, remember, folks, be kind to someone that's not kind to you, and kindness will always prevail. Until the next dish and the next scenery, Jim Boy's Kitchen once again saying adios, mi amigos, and goodbye, everybody. Want a piece? Psych. Make it my way, you will have the same dish in your home. Bye-bye.